Happy February 15th, 2023, day after St. Valentine's Day. See, I like the days after the holidays because that's when everything goes on sale. Every day's Valentine's Day in my house anyway. Gifts abound. I enjoy, like, after Halloween, after Valentine's Day, after Christmas, when all these retailers are trying to dump all that stuff because, you know, that candy that's in the red wrapper is not as good as the candy in the regular wrapper. It's the same stuff. I would much rather buy the stuff on sale just because it's branded with Valentine's Day, or it's branded with some Count Chocula or something on Halloween. It's the same Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'll take it. So for Easter kids, you're gonna get some Valentine's Day candy. I mean, why wouldn't you? It doesn't make sense, but they don't have Peeps for Valentine's Day. You know, you gotta have Peeps, that sugary marshmallow, sugar-covered marshmallow thing that they have for Easter. No, I mean, it's like, that's how you win, though. If not that eating candy is gonna make you win. But if you're gonna get things, get them on sale. Quit worrying about perception. I talked about diamonds yesterday and how they really have no value. Perception, as I got this ring on. I got a new ring. Dad found me this ring and it fits, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll wear that. So I got these two rings on, got this ring on. My daughter, my oldest daughter, talking about bling ring, she's got a ring on every finger and she's bedazzled all over the place. But I don't mind the rings as long as they fit and they have some significance behind them. I used to have a ring here and I lost it. Dad found me one and he's like, oh, here, take that. And so I put that on. I've been wearing this. He gave me that one and this one. So my pops is hooking me up with some bling. Anyway, so thank you, Dad, for finding it. I don't know, it's kind of neat. I like that stone in it. It's the silver. You know, I'm not a big gold fan. It's too gaudy. It's just not, doesn't resonate. It doesn't have the, you know, it's all about frequency. It just doesn't have the frequency that resonates with me. I like silver. It is what it is. Speaking of resonating, oh man, I forgot her name. See this, I was gonna say, does she resonate with the American public? What is her freaking name? South Carolina, she just announced. Used to be the governor. Oh my God, I can't believe. Obviously, she's not gonna win. Can't even remember her. I know who she is. Daddy-o, help me out, brother. Who's the lady that just announced from South Carolina she's running for president? Oh my God. This is terrible. Terrible. Anyway, she's running. Man, that just kind of ruins the whole thing because I was going to go off on a rant. Anyway, I guess I proved my point. You know, she just doesn't have the staying power. And I ask myself, and you know, I see all these potential candidates. Mike Pence, give me a friggin' break. He'll get single digits. He'll be lucky to get like 2%. The guy, who is going to vote for Mr. Energy, Mike Pence? And he's already alienated everybody who's a supporter of Trump. They will never vote for Mike Pence. No way. I mean, so you've eliminated all that. But you've got all these people that are going to run for the Republican nomination. Nikki Haley. That's it. Haley. I'm thinking Haley Barber. No, that's a dude. Nikki Haley. Give me a break. Doesn't have a chance. I mean, she does not exude confidence when she speaks. And that's a lot of it. It's theater. You know, if they're confident, even though if they're 100% wrong, hey, Trump was confident. 100% believed in everything he said. Doesn't mean he was right. But people thought, oh, well, you know, I feel good. He's going to take a stand. And, you know, he's a guy that I want to have leading. Because he's not going to back down. He's going to do what, you know, he believes is right. He's not wishy-washy. There's somebody like Haley. Jeez. I'm not saying I support Trump. I hate both parties. And I have for a long time. I was a Ron Paul guy. I mean, that's really what it came down to. We got to fix the money or else nothing matters. Nothing else matters. Still getting over my sickness here, so I don't know how long I can go. My voice might give out. Here I am making a video when I'm depending on my voice for my job because I talk to people all day. But I'm spending it on you because I love all of you. Thank you for watching. The presidential thing, though, I think all these people that want to run, think of the money that they're going to get. They'll raise millions of dollars, and then if they drop out, what happens to that money? It stays in their campaign fund, right? So they can use that for probably anything. Probably get to keep it. Well, hey, I need a new Escalade. I need a new Suburban, you know, for my campaign. Then they keep it. Who knows how it works? I'm sure that's a lot of it. They get to raise all this money and, you know, do what they want with it when they don't win. Because Nikki Haley does not have a chance to win. So why would she run? Unless it's a grand plan to do the same thing that happened in 2016. You've got all these Republican candidates, you know, picking up scraps, and the only one that could possibly get, you know, a lion's share is the lion, Trump. And all the other ones are just jokes. They're just out there to kind of take that splinter protest vote away, which could very well happen. I mean, I don't see anybody at this point who's going to be competing against Trump. DeSantis may have a chance, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And that's not a good thing for Florida if DeSantis runs. If he runs, I mean, you know, and Javier, you've said this. It's not a good thing if DeSantis runs because he's not going to be able to get accomplished in Washington, D.C. what he can do at the state level. So stick to the state level. Plus, I think there's some Bush connections. There's a little support from the Bush family. Anytime that happens, I'm out. I don't even want anything to do with the candidate. So I don't know, though. I mean, from what he's been saying and doing, he looks like he's an all right guy. But from the very beginning, and Jenny Moonstone can confirm this, I've always had something about DeSantis that I'm not comfortable with. I don't know what it is, and that's why I bring up Jenny Moonstone, because we had this conversation in Arizona last year. March, I think. So it was, there's something there. There's something there. I can't put my finger on it. It's almost like he's serving an agenda. I don't know what the agenda is. It could be good, it could be bad, but it just seems like I'm not 100% solid on the guy. But I wasn't solid with Trump either. You know, I had very big apprehensions when he was running because I'm like, man, look at all these pictures. Look at all these past relationships, you know, pictures with Epstein, pictures with the Clintons. I mean, and I'm just, how do you justify that stuff? And then on the one hand, you can, because it's like, hey, the guy's in business. He's got to kind of coddle to the politicians and give them money and, you know, get what he wants, basically. And I think that's more where it falls. He just wants to get what he wants. But I mean, there's always that thought that, okay, are we just getting played again? I mean, DeSantis runs, are we just getting played again? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say with Trump if you're getting played. You just don't know. The only thing, I mean, ultimately it comes down to we are getting played. We're getting played 100% every freaking day. And it comes down to, are we going to allow ourselves to be played? And I think more than anything, this period that we're in is a great awakening. So much information is coming out. It's just, what do you do with it? What are you going to do about it, bro? What you going to do when you know the truth? You going to sit back and just allow the theater to keep playing the same old movie? Or are you going to do something about it? You going to keep playing in the vampire casino that funds them? Or are you going to do something about it? That's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter who's president. I mean, we got I don't even want to say one of the worst presidents. I mean, right now, probably one of the most incompetent ones. But, I mean, you know, he's a mafia boss. He blew up a pipeline. Admitted it. Said he was going to blow it up. Hey, Russian tanks roll over the border into Ukraine. We're going to blow that pipeline up. It won't be there. Well, how's that going to happen, Mr. Biden, president, man, sir? We'll get it done. What did he mean by that? Then it happened. Okay. Basically called out a hit on pipelines carrying energy to Europe. And where's the big media outcry? I mean, that's a terrorist action. It's an act of war against Europe, Germany specifically. And nothing. Crickets. Not a thing. No big deal. Today was the first time I saw in mainstream news that they're actually starting to cover the ecological disaster that's going on in eastern Ohio. First time. And they're like, well, you know, it's really not that bad. You know, the governor, Mike DeWeiner, he's just sitting there, standing there. He just looks like, I don't even want to go there. Anyway, he said, well, I'm pretty sure I'd return to my home. Okay, you go down there and stay for a week then, Mikey Poo. I mean, if I'm one of those people down there, I don't want to be back in my home. I don't know what's happening and what kind of pollution's been done. I mean, that stuff looked bad. It's going into the water. It's covering everything. I mean, these are chemicals. You're going to breathe this stuff in? You know, where's it at right now? Is it all in the soil? How long does that take to, you know, clean itself out? But we don't have those answers. It's like, politicians are saying, well, I think it's okay. We pay how many millions, billions of dollars to these government agencies that have all these resources, EPA, FEMA, all these resources, and what have they done? What have they been doing? What kind of information are they providing us with? What good are they? When you got politicians saying, oh, it's probably safe. How do you know if a politician's lying? Lips are moving. You got all this stuff going on in front of you, right in front of our faces. And all the corruption that's happening. Billions of dollars getting laundered through Ukraine. What's being done? And we sit and take it. We allow it to happen. I mean, so really, it's on us. I mean, are we going to continue to participate, or are we going to unplug? We're going to find ways not to participate. And here's where Litecoin comes in. This is when Westwood starts talking about Litecoin again. Here we go. He's going to say, Litecoin, been running for over 11 years nonstop. It's an asset you can control. Nobody can stop you. No central bank. No government. There's a finite supply. There's only so many to go around. The network's never failed. 100% uptime. Diminishing rewards. So in other words, if you're mining Litecoin with all that processing power this August, roughly the beginning of August 2nd or 3rd, the reward's going to get cut in half. Now you get 12.5 Litecoin per block of transactions every 2.5 minutes. Well, then you're going to get 6.25. Same as Bitcoin. I think it's the same right now. Bitcoin, when it halves, I think it's half of that. 3.125. But you see, it's a diminishing return on your labor. It's deflationary. There's fewer of them coming to market. There's only little pieces of pie left. So you can get a bigger piece right now for less money. For under $100, you can get a whole Litecoin. Will that be the case in the future? No. You could get a whole Bitcoin for $100 at one point. Can you do that now? No. It's going to cost you $22,000, $23,000 for one Bitcoin. Now, you can get a fraction, a little tiny sliver of it if you want to. But why wouldn't you just want to get one whole Litecoin? When there's 21 million Bitcoin and 84 million Litecoin, it's only 4 times as many. So price should be about a quarter, about, a fourth of a Bitcoin, right? After all, it's got better technology. It's faster. The fees are cheaper. It's got Mimble built into it, so you've got privacy in your transactions. It's been around over 11 years, nonstop. Bitcoin can't say that. It's been around longer than that, but it has not had 100% uptime. There's not a million of them, sitting on the sidelines in the, quote, Satoshi wallet. There's a million Bitcoins somewhere that nobody knows who has them. Is it the NSA? Is it some agency in government? Who is it? And what if they dump all that on the market? What happens? Don't know. But it's out there. Don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the keys are lost and, it's just 20 million Bitcoin now instead of 21. Don't know. But you don't have those questions with Litecoin. And no, Litecoin doesn't have a CEO. Charlie Lee is the founder of Litecoin. Charlie Lee, yes, sold all his Litecoin. Why would you do that? Well, you're just dumping it on all the people. No, you're divesting yourself from it so that you don't have an agenda at that point, so that you're not pumping the price. Like a lot of these people that come out with their coins and write a smart contract and, hey, here's 1 billion coins. I'm going to sell these and I'm going to come out and pump them. I'm going to come out and say, hey, something's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. And then the price goes up. No, you don't have any of that with Litecoin. In fact, you've got a guy that has become independently wealthy, from what I can tell, by, participating in the crypto market and selling his Litecoin. He's able to retire and do what he wants. And he chooses to just abandon Litecoin, right? No, he chooses to do nothing but continue to support Litecoin. Perfect. Now we don't have one guy that's in control of, the narrative, but you got a guy that's got all the expertise from day one. helping to push the network forward and helping to build improvements. I see it as a major positive. Anyway, people are going to say what they want. You have your opinions, and you can take action accordingly, and that's the point of everything I've been saying today. You can take action accordingly. The garbage man's about to back up. Good thing I'm here. Block the lane. So it's really up to us to make a decision to do what's best for ourselves here and not listen to the fake media. I mean, completely fake media. You know, just one example is this spill, this train derailment that they then did a controlled burn on, and they're burning chemicals into the atmosphere. That started on February 3rd. When did we start to hear about it? When did we start to hear about it? I mean, today has really kind of been the first time on the mainstream morning news that I've heard any kind of discussion about it. And it was kind of flippant. It was just like an after the fact moment. Like, we got to say something about it because, it doesn't look good. And then that was it. You got Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary. He's more worried about transportation than he is transportation. Didn't bring this stuff up. Didn't even talk about it. He was more concerned he was at some speech he gave yesterday or the day before. He was more concerned that there were white construction workers building things in predominantly black neighborhoods, and that was not equitable or not fair. I mean, at what point is anything fair? And it's just, you're all worried about, dividing people and calling out people and saying, well, this is wrong, this isn't right, this isn't social justice. Meanwhile, you've got an environmental disaster that I'm not going to talk about that. Like I said, more worried about transportation than he is transportation. Pete Buttigieg. I think it's Buttigieg. Something like that. Yeah, he's a winner. So, and he ran for president. So how much money did he get in his presidential campaign? How much did he take away and was able to use? I don't know how that works, but maybe I should run for president. Solicit some funds, walk out with a few $1,000,000. Unbelievable. But it's all a fraud. And guess what? This doesn't happen if the money is in scarce supply, if there's a real value to the money. You're not going to be just throwing it around aimlessly, building secret space programs and killing presidents and, assassinating foreign leaders and putting puppets in charge and doing mind control experiments on the American people. Give me a break. All this stuff that's been going on, go watch the X-Files. It's all real. That's where we're at. Everything that was a conspiracy is no longer a conspiracy. It might have been conspired, by a group of people that drew a definition of conspiracy, but it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. It's conspiracy science. That's what it is. It's conspiracy science. I trust the science. Conspiracy science. They're conspiring against us, and that's a scientific fact. And it's only because they have the money. Because we've given it to them and allowed them to use it, and we put faith in it. And I got my paycheck today, it's this many dollars. Now we see inflation, it's coming down. It's only like 6.5% now. 6.5% year over year, okay. Yep. The fact is, it's still higher, and it's still going up. And these are lied, fake, made up numbers. And wait until we get into war for real. Ramp that inflation up. We're going to have defense bills, all these third parties, all these contractors. Oh, man. We'll get that war machine going and just print to oblivion. Well, we got to stop the terrorists. We got to stop the aliens. If we don't do something about these aliens, we're going to be in trouble, folks. You see the alien that landed on the White House lawn? It was flying over the White House. National security threat. Emergency session of Congress passed trillions of dollars in funding. We need to ramp up all deploy forces. We need a draft. It's just one scare after the other. The only thing that bailed out the failing economy before was the pandemic. Hey, let's throw a bunch of money, let's close everything down. It's just a redistribution of wealth here. Let's close everything down for the little guy in Main Street, and your guy that's got a small business. Let's close that down by making it impossible for them to follow the rules and get people in because everybody's scared. Got a disease, virus. Can't go out and be around people. Restaurant closes down. Small shops close down. Got to go digital. Digital to survive. That's where they want you. They can control you more. But the big players, they survived and they did well. Amazon, Walmart, Pfizer, they did really well. They got all that money from the government for free for all these vaccines. They got paid, right? Yeah, they sure did get paid. Was it all tested and ready to go? Nah, the government says, listen, we're going to buy all you got, and we're going to put EUA stamped on it, emergency use authorization. That means you ain't got to worry about a thing. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work. We're giving you a free pass, a get out of jail free card. That's what we're doing. So don't worry about it. Make all the threats you want, companies. Tell people they got to get it. Even though they didn't have to get it. I'm interested to see what happens with this Damar Hamlin thing. I haven't talked a lot about it, but he did that interview with Michael Strahan a couple of days ago and was asked, well, what did the doctors tell you? What really happened to you? And he paused and he didn't say much. And he said, that's something I don't want to get into. Something like that. There's more going on behind the scenes. I hope the truth comes out, whatever it is. Maybe the NFL's getting sued. Maybe the Buffalo Bills are getting sued. Because, maybe he was coerced into doing something that he didn't want to do that might have caused a problem on the field. And here's the thing, though. It takes guts to stand up to these people because it's a mafia. And it's so much easier just to settle. And see, this is how crimes go unpunished. Because you throw enough money at somebody and you say, hey, we're going to settle. It's going to be a non-disclosure. You can't talk about it. Here's your 10 million bucks. Or 100 million in this case. Who knows? Well, whatever. They'll sell more merchandise because you'll buy it. You'll go out and buy the jerseys. You'll go out and buy number 3. Support Damar. You'll do it. Already did. So they know they got you on the hook as a cash cow. They're going to keep milking you. So what's 100 million? We'll figure it out. We'll absorb that. Not a problem. We'll market it. Marketing. It's all marketing. Make more money. The people will buy it. The good people will support us and all of our decisions. Again, it's up to you to unplug. It's up to you not to fund it. Your choice. That's just another example. You can exit the vampire casino or you can stay in there and just keep getting drained. Because that's what they're going to do. Keep getting drained. They're going to keep draining your blood, which is your energy, which is your money. They're going to drain it all. And they're going to throw all this BS at you so that they fear you into doing something that you don't want to do. Cue the alien invasion. We need to get ahead of that because that's definitely in their playbook. So when you see this alien invasion, it's fake. It's garbage. You better trust yourself. Use discernment. You can't trust anything you see. It's all going to be, there's a product, I think it's called Unreal Engine 5. And I saw some of they can create landscape cities, basically a fake world that looks real. And I saw a video of it, and it's not even video. It's just the creation of a street in Europe, and cars going by and this and that, walking down the street. You would think somebody had a camera as walking down the street, but no, it's all completely made up on a computer. But it looks real. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what's real on the screen. That's why they want everything digital. Because then, that's why they want you stuck in your house. Hey, there's a pandemic. Let's not go out and validate and verify. Let's not do that. Let's not be, citizen journalists and seek out the truth. No, turn on the screen, which can be deceived. You can be deceived 100% by watching a digital screen. I make the joke that I've got a green screen You know, I usually, you know, I made a lot of videos outside. Miss Teen Crypto, her birthday's tomorrow, so happy birthday to her. But she made jokes, you know, and Randy, her dad, they'd make jokes because I made all these outside videos, you know, on the screen, you know, oh my gosh, it's a green screen, so it doesn't look real, it's all green, and, you know, all these plants and trees. And so there's that running joke that, you know, I have a green screen. I have the realest backdrop than of anybody in crypto. I'm in the DigiByte too today. See, I mean, look. You can't make this up. Look at that hanging down. I mean, sticky tack it. A lot of things I need to do. Slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley, right? Airplane. Okay, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done rambling. But again, all these things, trust yourself. Everything's an illusion. Everything is a fraud. It's just to steal your energy. It's just to fear you into doing something that you know in your heart you shouldn't be doing. That's why you got to look inside. That's why you got to know. Use discernment. That's why you got to trust yourself. Have to. Don't get caught up in this matrix, this metaverse, this thing that they want you to be a part of. They are going digital, so that's why I'm a big proponent of sound digital money, money you can control, and that's why I talk about Litecoin. Do I want to go digital? Not really. But we're there, and there's no way around it. So if we're going to be stuck in this thing, at least partially, I want to be able to use something that works, that I can control, that I can have in my possession, that I can direct where it goes, and nobody else can. So that's why I harp on it. Silver's a good thing, too. It's always good to have a little silver, right? Little silver coins in your possession. They're really cheap right now. I mean, take advantage of the sale. It's on sale, man. Get it. All right. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Go buy those chocolates today. Valentine's Day chocolates today. They're a lot cheaper. All right? Trust yourselves. Love you all. Have a wonderful day.